Good afternoon, it's Brian here again with Bluegrass Honey and Bees. I'm getting ready to go through this colony to check it for brood and stores, because I'm getting ready to consolidate it down to a single hive, single deep, and it's going to go up for sale tomorrow. Once again, I don't use a whole lot of smoke. Too much smoke's a bad thing. Ooh, and they're socking away honey, it looks like. I don't see a queen right there. It'll be alright. It may be a little testy, I'm not sure. About to find out though. They're really light. At least the top box is. And they got places they can draw a comb out, that's for darn sure. Let's see what we got here. Let's see if they're big enough to sell. Not much to go right home about on that frame. Right home about here. There's a lot of bees. There was some in here at one point. Oh, there's some wet nectar coming in. But where are you coming from? We're into the brood. Don't see the queen. I'm not impressed with her laying pattern, that's for sure. So what I'm doing is I'm looking at the queen's laying pattern. I'm looking at the number of bees that are in the colony. And I want to see if I can peep the queen and see how healthy she is. So far though, I'm not impressed with this colony. This was a late start. I think I'm just going to keep it. I'll probably shake it out this fall and be done with it. Because they're small. I'll leave them as they are right now because they'll protect the comb I have in here. But I don't like that brood pattern, that's for sure. It's too spotty for a new queen. Get the other box back on. We're going to leave this one set. I got another couple hives to look through. I mean, they got a lot of bees up top. They may not be using their space correctly, but we'll look at that later date. Right now, I'm going to leave them as is. Oh. Alright, let's look at the one in front of them. Let's see if it fits the bill. look like happy bees. See if they got any stores. Probably not. Feels pretty light, but they are a box of bees. So this hive looks better than the other one. They're made at the same time. Same genetics. They're not angry bees. I take that back. They're drawing comb. Not very good, but they're still doing it. Let's see this from here. Okay. Looks okay. Definitely need some feed, but I ain't ready to feed yet. I want to come around the other side there so everybody can hear me when I speak. The other side over there. I don't see any brood in that one yet. I see brood on the next frame. Let's see how many brood frames they got. So when I'm assessing a colony, I'm assessing for the number of bees that's in it, and I'm looking at the laying pattern of the queen. So if you can see that pattern right there, that's a pretty decent pattern. Those little missing holes, that's probably had nectar in it. Some of them still do. And that's pretty typical to see. If you look at the other side of the frame, it's just a stout. And it's a typical frame. There's food on the outside. They're eating the pollen as quick as they bring it in, so I don't see a lot of pollen in the frame yet. But that is a typical brood frame. And I'm going to go in a little further because I'm trying to peep the queen. I don't want to shake everything too much, but I got to go through that top box. If there's any brood in it, it's going to come in here. If there's any food in it, I'm going to put it down in this box because I'm going to sell this hive tomorrow. As you can see, here's another brood frame. If you look at that pattern, it's just phenomenal. Couldn't ask for any better. Unlike the last colony I just looked at, it was terrible bad. And look on the other side, it's full of eggs and larvae. And it's still a good pattern. Now, I don't see a queen yet, but I know she's here. And I know this one ain't marked because I don't typically mark nukes. And this was a nuke in May. It did produce about 60 pounds of honey this year. And it has a really solid queen. She's doing a really good job. And the bees today are not aggressive. I just wear gloves because sometimes I go through real fast and I'll drop a frame and, well, they say, oh, only experts or only beginners drop frames, but everybody drops a frame here and there. It happens. Just don't drop a frame with your queen on it. Boy, that sucks. Ask me know how I know. Alright, so she's got 3 good frames of brood down here. Let's see what's on this next one. She's got brood. And she's probably a black queen. All my bees are Carniolan. I do have a couple Italian hives though. I inherited them this year through swarms. And there doesn't appear to be any robin going on just yet. Knock on wood. This one looks good. She looks darn good. Holy camole. This one is just now, this frame I just put down, it's been hatching. And I I would expect to see her there, but she's not there. She should be back filling it, because the frame beside of it is a frame of brood. Boy, oh boy. I sure hate to get rid of this colony. Sure hate to get rid of it, but told someone I'd sell it to them, so I'm going. Alright, so now what we're going to do is push this over. Didn't see the queen, don't mean she's not there, but I'm going to push this one over. And then we're going to put this frame. It got hot in the sunlight, which is not a bad thing. It'll help them to draw comb a little better. Right down the center. Close it up. Now I'm going to go through the top box and see if they got any food in it. Felt pretty light, so I don't think there's anything in this top box. Maybe a little brood. Maybe the queen. Well, I'll tell you what. Going to Golden Corral buffet and eating before you come out and work bees for the afternoon, well, that's a terrible decision. I'm so full I feel like I'm gonna pop. Ooh, I won't do that again. So they're just repairing these frames up here. I don't see a queen. Not yet. But she could be, huh? I'm gonna set that one to the side. She might be upstairs. So this deep box we're going through right now, I extracted brood or honey out of it and stuck some other brood frames in it and gave it to this colony here to let them clean it up and get ready to use it for a brood box in the wintertime. And yes, they'll clean up these stuff. I don't think they got the queen up here, and I don't think there's any brood. If I find any brood, I have to put it in that bottom box. Find the queen, she's definitely got to go in the bottom box. Oh, we got some fighting. Looks like there's some robber bees up here. Alright, there's food. No queen yet. More food. More food. No queen yet. No queen up here. She's in the bottom box. Let's put them back up. Well, that's it for now, folks. Thanks for watching.